Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, with me, Get Daved. So, I was going to, get back to where I was. I upgraded some of my equipment, got +2 on my main character's defense. That was nice, makes me harder to hit. But then Mission started talking, so, she's talking about her brother. I'm Get Daved.
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand.
People don't understand love.
My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taris. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold, just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know.
That's probably not important.
It was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
Yeah, let's pursue that.
And drank. And he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. Showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
And his promises do sound... yeah.
Why do you gotta go putting my brother down like that? That's just mean. Besides, it wasn't his idea to leave. He fell in with a bad crowd.
Yeah.
It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned.
Can
if
we
I'm
get
gonna
back
be
to
any
doing
help to
stuff?
you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Technically it was your way, but anyway. So welcome back to the Let's Play. We're faced the wrong direction now, thanks Mission. And we'll walk into a few things. So, on our way back down, we're gonna have to visit the cantina while we're down in the Undercity. Just to soak in the atmosphere and collect on a couple of bounties, because I did kill a Bendak Starkiller. And while we're on this... ah, damn it, Karth. Oh.
Yes, what's in your mind?
I do not.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it.
I don't either.
Cute. Nice to know you're so full of concern. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt, though. I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respect the most. Saul.
Saul. There's a name with a proud heritage.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then.
That kind of sounds like Sith reasoning.
He got angry and he left. I never saw him again. I didn't want to, maybe. Are you so sure you would have? Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. Even when things looked to be at their worst. I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners.
We really should have changed those.
The first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Oh, Karth. You got a problem with blaming yourself for everything that happens.
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all.
I really think the guy
fought Saul
responsible
for
for
years
changing
now,
the
and if I
codes
ever
when
catch up to
admirals
him,
go missing
he
really
will
should have
regret
taken care of it,
this
man.
stuff. He will regret it. No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Man. In KotOR 2, they have the conversations take place. I have papers.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. So unless... Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city.
Thank
Just
you.
Be careful down there. Those swoop gang.
Yeah, so I don't even remember what I was talking about. But Karth sure talks a lot. Anyway, so I took care of Bendak last time, Bendak Starkiller. A couple people were giving me the gears in the comment section. That's slang for giving me a hard time. I'm sure by the time you're watching this, which is probably like maybe even millennia in the future from my timeline, you know, people don't use that expression anymore. But it means saying things to tease me. Yep. Because I did spam the med packs and, guilty! You may recognize this layout from the other cantina. That is ironic. I really wish I had a higher charisma score sometimes. I feel like that's cheap. Why do they have all the same price for all the bounties? Also, I'm gonna go out there and suggest that 300 credits isn't actually paying very well. Boy, those experience points would have been handy before I did the duel with Bendak, but then I would have had another level, and then I probably would have fought better, and then you guys would have given me the gears less, and then I would not be drinking as much as I am. To the Undercity, everybody, now that we remember which direction to go. And in ages past, we're going through the Undercity to visit the sewers so we could infiltrate the Black Volcar base. So there's going to be a lot of combat coming up. Yep, it's exciting times! Also, I'm going to take this moment to watch the rhythmic movement of my PC's ass. No, to thank you all for being patient. The last couple LPs were a bit shorter, and I have been a little bit busy lately, so we're going to go a little long on this one, because I can record videos longer than 15 minutes, so this one, you know, we'll do maybe 20 minutes or something, just as a thank you. A lot of it's going to be filled up at times with me forgetting what was going on. Who am I? What am I doing? Checking the maps. You know. I didn't say there was necessarily going to be more content, I'm just extending it over a longer place. That actually is something that irks me about a lot of game design. Like,
thank you for saving. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from you.
You know what? I don't actually have to talk to you. I just need to open the gate myself. There we go. As I was going to say, one thing that kind of irks me about some games, they brag about how big the world is, but almost all of it is like open fields and all that. Like, as good a game as it is, Ocarina of Time, terrible offender. Hyrule Field is just a big and empty expanse. If there's no content in it, it's not bigger, it's just more time consuming. Alright, mine sighted. You can take that off. I may do that. It's too early to tell right now.
What?
There's lots of Gamorreans in here. Also, there's some Rakghouls. There's lots of them around. By the way, if you're playing an unupdated version of the game, That went really well, everybody. Good job, team. It's way better than when Mission died last time. I didn't even know how it happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
I guess we'll have her recover this mine, and then I'm actually going to explore this offshoot.
Sure.
Because, ooh, a corpse. I wonder what kind of parts those were. A description like that makes me kind of nervous. Examining a body and finding, quote, parts. I don't currently have a lot of frag grenades, which is, bad as far as I'm concerned. Man. Say what you will about Jedi being tough, nothing beats having a lot of guns behind you. There's a Gamorrean chief, and a couple Gamorrean elites. The elites sound tougher to me, actually, so we're gonna... or, pardon me, sound weaker, so we're gonna go for them. So I'm gonna change directions and stand still and get beat up and stuff. There we go. Cardio regulator. A belt. They tend not to do a whole lot, belts. Not in this game, anyway. Alright. Which do you prefer, reflex saves or fortitude saves? I personally prefer reflex saves. Not that I highly value them in general.
This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Taris. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick.
Can you use it without touching the door? Apparently.
I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbaar, together forever.
Isn't that heartwarming?
These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have got you out.
I feel like he does this very casually.
A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this.
Well, we got him in the party. We gotta get him in the party somehow. Motives don't just write themselves.
Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major.
Again, Mission kinda did most of the work.
A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make.
Very
You will
flippantly,
stay by
I
your
might
side
add.
for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbaar will be with you.
Whatever I do.
I
Okay.
guess this means you're stuck with me too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost.
There's motive for two characters.
So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Volker base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den. I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Taris who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know
They
it
just
was
broke the
somewhere near
180-degree rule.
Over
Oh, no, I
to
guess
the
not.
northeast, if I remember
Still,
right.
for
I guess
editing
that the rancor
purposes, you
monster
shouldn't
is
switch
still
over a
there.
character's shoulder like that. Yeah, we'll get him.
There used to be a rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. It pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Well, like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Well, we'll just explore the whole thing. Okay. So this gives us one opportunity to change party members. Zalbaar is kinda good, but I'm not gonna go with him. He can't wear armor, so he gets a huge HP bonus. which I like, but he can't wear armor, which I don't like. How to reconcile the two? I don't know. Anybody want a belt?
Sure.
Alright. So, I believe we was doing some exploring. Not a bad grenade location if you're into that sort of thing, if that's what you're into. If you like feeling good, or if you are a fan of Flight of the Conchords, you should go on YouTube. Maybe you've heard of a site like that. I don't know where.
Yeah?
But, somehow find your way to YouTube.
Gotcha.
And then check out If That's What You're Into by Flight of the Conchords. This dude's about to set off a mine. Or not.
Yes.
Yes, apparently, because they're on the side that holds the mine. This monsters can walk over it without setting it off. Pretty fishy to me. Anyway, yeah, Flight of the Conchords, If That's What You're Into. A great song. Zalbaar's bowcaster, a scope upgrade, lots of grenades. Oh, we might be able to do something cool I like to do with grenades shortly. My characters are missing some hit points, but I'm not going to use med packs because I've become oversensitive about it ever since people gave me the gears about spamming it in the Bendak fight, and a couple others I might add. Yeah. So that room, it's impassable. I do forget the most efficient way through the sewer. It sort of forms a series of, I don't know, discs connected by 3 pathways. Is that an adequate explanation? I've stopped caring. Boy, I wish I had force powers. Force heal! We know it's force related because it has force as the first word in its name. Computer Spike, I was really hoping for some sort of Promised Land journal. I feel like I missed one already. I hope I didn't, though. It's always more embarrassing when it happens on camera. Ugh.
What?
Anyone know where Karth is? Oh man. Yeah. The good news is BioWare did improve their pathing algorithms in later games.
Yes?
Whenever you kill an enemy in your target, you instantly get a turn. It's a nice little treat. Alright. There's also 2 entrances to the sewers, something I should mention. From above, that would represent the other entrance. I almost always come in the other one for some reason. Mainly because I don't believe in the other one. I don't rule out the possibility of the other entrance's existence, I'm just not convinced at this point in my life. Alright, it looks like we're traveling in a circle, which is good, because that means I can get hacked apart by more axes by giant pig aliens. Incidentally, was my nickname in high school. No? Those aren't remains? Disappointing. I'm kind of shocked by how easy it is to kill some of those Gamorreans. I feel like... whoa.
Ready?
Yeah?
Karth, what the heck are you doing? Like, seriously, man. He's becoming a bit of a liability.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
What?
Sure.
Alright, well, we'll just stay here.
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you.
I was really expecting it to be something more like her expertise with computer hackings, but I guess not. Hey, so what? Sometimes I forget to loot that body. Okay, it looks like we've mostly explored it, so I'm just going to wrap up this level, and then maybe we'll leave it for the next video. I'm at 20 minutes by my clock. It's a pretty good video length, I don't know, guys. You know what we should do? We should quick save with the F4 key. Also, be careful not to accidentally hit, I believe F5 is quick load. I do not want to do that. Promised Land Journal? No. Hey guys, you know what we haven't done in a while? And you know what I really miss? Using med packs. I'm gonna do that for 2/3 of the time in this video. There we go. So you inject it into your hip. No Promised Land journals? How will we get the Mako? Oh, another ladder. This is a whole area I haven't explored yet. There we go. Okay. Everybody, I'm going to give myself points. And for the record, you guys can't give out points. I saw someone being very presumptuous. Not on this channel. You can only give out points in your own videos. Well, I was going to give myself points for predicting the Promised Land journal, but didn't say it on camera fast enough. So that's 2 I have. I guess the other one's in the sewers. I know for a fact there's none after that. Or at least, I believe I know for a fact that there's none after that. I could be wrong. I don't like being wrong on camera. Where am I going, you ask? Exploring that one last little grayed out area on the map. That blued out area on the map. For you picky types, man, when are your guys ever going to be satisfied? And I wouldn't have found this horde of rabid rackhools if I didn't. Pretty easy. 3 experience points. Yeah, looks good. Other fun things about force healing, you can use it without breaking stride. A real perk. I think there's something good in here too, like a robot to fix or something.
Ready?
Yeah?
Maybe another Promised Land journal. Looks promising.
Yes?
Wow, Mission, you were really standing in a bad spot. Biggity bam! 3 out of 3, everybody. And again, doing all the repairs typically gives you a lot of experience points. I have 25 repair parts, but no, you know what? No, I'm not a Jedi yet. I'm not gonna do it. I shouldn't even use those one repair parts. Confusing sentence? That one repair parts? They're called parts plural. I don't even know how to say it. If you know for a fact the grammatically correct way of saying it, you post it in the comments section. Alright, and now we're in the upper sewers. This is where the richer sewer dwellers live. So we'll cut it here, and next time we'll explore what lies beyond. I'll see you there. I was Get Daved.